Hello students, good morning everyone. Welcome to the second part of the video on internal reconstruction. In the first part we have studied about what is internal reconstruction, what are its objectives and methods of internal reconstruction, and also we have seen the differences between internal reconstruction and external reconstruction. To summarize 2 points of internal reconstruction, it is the reorganization of the financial structure of a company. What do you mean by internal reconstruction? It is the financial reorganization of the capital structure of a company. Why do we need to do this reorganization? Because the company has undergone severe losses. There is a large amount of accumulated losses in the company. When there is huge amount of accumulated losses in the company, the balance sheet of the company does not look good. It may not have confidence to continue in that business. Hence, we go for reorganizing its financial structure. And before going to the reorganization of the internal reconstruction part, court approval is needed for the scheme of arrangement. Without approval from the court, we cannot proceed with internal reconstruction because it involves capital reduction permanently. It involves reducing the amount of capital belonging to the equity shareholders. It is a loss to be borne by the shareholders, and sometimes some liabilities also will be given a haircut. That is, they will also sacrifice some amount of their money from the company. When internal reconstruction is carried out, we pass certain general entries to make the effect. Let us see some very important general entries which are passed at the time of internal reconstruction. The first one is when the face value of the shares is changed. When the face value of the shares is changed. That means if 10 rupees equity shares has been changed to 7 rupees or 6 rupees or 5 or 4 or 3, 2 and or whatever it is. When there is a change in the face value of the shares, or when there is a change in the rate of dividend on preference shares. ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರಿನ ಫೇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ನಾವು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸಿದರೆ, when there is a change in the face value of the equity shares, or when there is a change in the rate of dividend on preference shares, it is treated as a change in the category of share capital and a journal entry is passed. Whenever the company is bringing a change in the face value of the share of the company, or if there is a change in the percentage of rate of dividend on the preference share capital, in both of these situations, we should pass a journal entry, that is, old share capital account debit to new share capital account to capital reduction account. The amount of reduction, the amount that has been reduced from the share capital, that will be transferred to a special account known as capital reduction, which is later on used for wiping out of accumulated losses of the company. Please observe the first journal entry. ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ಸಿನ ಫೇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಶೇರನ್ನು 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮಾಡೋದು, 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಶೇರನ್ನು 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅಥವಾ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಶೇರನ್ನು 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆಗೋ 5 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆಗೋ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗೋ. ಎರಡನೇದು, when there is a change in the percentage of dividend on preference share capital, 10% preference shares ಅನ್ನ 8% ಅಂತನೋ 9% ಅಂತನೋ percentage of dividend change ಆದಾಗ ಕೂಡ we should pass this journal entry, that is, old share capital account debit to new share capital account. Old share capital account is debited with the old value of the shares. New share capital is credited with the new value of the share. Like for example, old share capital 10 rupees each ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ old share capital is debited with 10 rupees. ನ್ಯೂ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ 6 rupees ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ನ್ಯೂ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ is credited with 6 rupees. And the balance 4 rupees is transferred to capital reduction account. So old share capital is debited with old face value of the shares. New share capital is credited with the new face value of the shares, and the difference amount that is sacrificed by the shareholders will be transferred to a special temporary account known as capital reduction or reconstruction account. Normally we call it as capital reduction account. Then second journal entry, when there is no change in the face value of the shares or rate of dividend. ಫೇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. 10 rupees ಫೇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಶೇರ್ ಇರೋದು 10 rupees ಇದೆ, ಫೇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. 10,000 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು 8,000 ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ 5,000 ಮಾಡಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ when there is change in the number of shares, we pass a journal entry, share capital account debtor debit to capital reduction account. There is no new share capital because face value of the shares are not changing, hence new share capital mado avashyakate illa, but we are reducing the old share capital itself. So the extent of reduction happening in the share capital will be credited to capital reduction account. ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಆ ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಗೀತು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ we are reducing the face value of the shares, but in second journal entry we are not reducing the face value of share, instead we are reducing the number of shares in the company. Then go to the next entry. When there is a sacrifice made by creditors and debenture holders. Creditors and debenture holders are found on the liability side of the company. The company has to make payment to them. The company is due to them. By understanding the financial situation undergoing by the company, they might agree to forego some of their money. They might agree to sacrifice some amount. So that particular amount which they are sacrificing will be debited and credited to capital reduction account. Like suppose creditors are agreeing to sacrifice 10,000 rupees. We will pass a journal entry, creditors account 10,000, debit to capital reduction account 10,000. Suppose debenture holders are agreeing to forego or sacrifice 50,000 rupees. So journal entry should be debentures account debit 50,000 to capital reduction account 50,000. So ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವರು ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಕಂಪನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವ್ರ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂದ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವೆನ್ creditors and debenture holders are sacrificing some amount, that amount will be debited to their account and credited to capital reduction account. Then the next entry is when the value of any asset is appreciated. This is not depreciation, please be careful, it is appreciation. When the value of any asset of the company has increased, when the market value of any asset of the company has increased, that's a profitable situation. For that we have to pass a journal entry, respective asset account. That means ಯಾವ ಅಸೆಟ್ಟಿನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್? The amount of appreciation. Let us say we had a building. The balance sheet was showing it as 10 lakhs, but it has increased to 2 lakhs. 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 12 lakhs ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ there is an appreciation of the value of building by 2 lakhs. The journal entry should be building account debit 2 lakhs to capital reduction account 2 lakhs. So the amount of appreciation should be debited to the asset account and credited to capital reduction account. If there is any depreciation, that will be reverse. If there is any depreciation, capital reduction account will be debited and asset account will be credited. Now, when there is any contingent liability like sales tax, income tax, or any other tax related items, or any contingent liability that might arise, we pass 2 journal entries. When a contingent liability arises and if it is paid immediately, for raising the liability we should show 1 entry, and for making payment another entry. So 2 journal entries should be shown here. One is capital reduction account debit to liability payable account. Capital reduction account debit to liability payable account. The second entry is liability payable account to bank account for making payment to that liability. Normally we will come across reconstruction expenses. When there is reconstruction expenses, we pass the same entry. Reconstruction expenses account debtor to bank account and capital reduction account debtor to reconstruction expenses account. 2 entries will be passed. Then the last entry, when the amount of capital reduction is utilized for writing of fictitious assets and losses. ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೀಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶನೇ ಟು ವೈಪ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ಯಾಂಜಿಬಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಿಕ್ಟಿಷಿಯಸ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್. When fictitious assets and losses are wiped out from the company, we should pass a journal entry, that is capital reduction account debit with the total amount available in capital reduction account. How do you arrive at the total amount available in capital reduction account? We have credited capital reduction in various journal entries that should be considered. Or you can prepare a capital reduction ledger account. On the capital reduction ledger account anna madkondo you can take it. Or you can just add all the items credited to the capital reduction account. So capital reduction account is debited and all the losses and fictitious assets should be credited, like profit and loss account, goodwill, preliminary expenses, discount on issue of shares and debentures, patents or trademarks account, plant and machinery, other assets. And you might ask, sir, why you are taking plant and machinery? It is not a fictitious asset or intangible asset, then why it is taken? There might be a decrease in the value of that asset. Depreciation anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ನಲ್ಲ, when there is a decrease in the value of asset, again it will be credited in this journal entry for wiping out of losses. That is also treated as a loss and it is wiped out from the business. And after providing for all the accumulated losses, from capital reduction account, if you still have any amount remaining in capital reduction, that should be transferred to capital reserve account. Capital reduction account alliruvantaha amount anna ella intangible fictitious assets and losses anna wipe out ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹಣ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸು, that will be transferred to the capital reserve account. That means literally capital reduction account will be closed after carrying out internal reconstruction. So it is a temporary account. Internal reconstruction process ಮುಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ಲಿ closed. So these are the most important journal entries that we pass while carrying out internal reconstruction. Hope you understood and learn these entries. In the next video, we'll work out problems on internal reconstruction.